Xenophobe, viewers. Fear of anything alien. At first glance, you'd never guess there was a living thing aboard the deserted starbase. But inside, it's alive and crawling, with the most gruesome horde of alien life forms in the arcade galaxy. They lurk around every corner. They blend into every background. They multiply. They metamorphize. They jump from room to room and screen to screen. Watch out or you'll get slimed. So grab your joystick and get ready for the latest, most frightening split-screen action imaginable. Xenophobe conquered the arcade. Now it wants you. That sounds pretty good, right? Xenophobe? Sunsoft? 1988? Yeah, what's not to love? Well, the game, apparently, coming in at a staggering 4.5 out of 10. We have Xenophobe, which originally released on the arcade, ported over to the Atari 2600, the Atari 7800, the Atari 800 prototype, the Atari ST, the Amiga, the Amstrad CPC, the Commodore 64, the Lynx, the ZX Spectrum, and the NES. Whew, what a game. I loved this game when I was a kid. Really, really bad at it, but I really liked it. This was published by Bally Midway for the arcade, and basically, starbases, moons, ships, and space cities are infested with aliens, and we have to kill them before each is completely overrun. This game, kind of unusual for its day, in that it split a single monitor into 3 separate horizontal sections. In the arcade, the NES one, as you see, only has 2. 1 row for each player. This allowed the players to cooperate, but also allowed the separate players to wander around freely, a feature not found on most cooperative multiplayer games. Even today, let alone, 25 years ago. With most games that allowed multiplayers at once, all players were bound by the edges of the screen. Basically, you had to be on the same part of the screen at the same time. Think Contra. Because the game featured such high resolution for its time, the split screen did not detract from the game's graphic appeal. Now, you'll notice here, we don't really have that problem. The characters in the arcade version came in 3 different colors, and each joystick was assigned a different color. If you wanted to play any of the red characters, Mr. M. Brace, Dr. Quack, and Colonel Poupon, you chose red. Yellow gave you Mr. Fogg, Colonel F. Truth, and Dr. Uderbe. And blue lets you take Mr. Ease, Dr. Zordiz, and Colonel Shikhin. Something. Anyway, humans and aliens alike make up all the playable characters. For instance, Dr. Quack has a duck's head. Hey, how about that? Players were also color-coded. For instance, the left player's choices were red shirts, yellow shirts, blue shirts, going left to right. In this game, we don't have those options. We just get 3 characters to pick from, but that's fine. No character is different than any other. They just have a different appearance. The arcade game can be played by up to 3 players. The NES game has 2. The goal of each level is to defeat all the aliens before time runs out. Sometimes rooms display the percentage of alien infection and time remaining until self-destruct when the level ends, but a nearby button can temporarily deactivate the countdown. Levels may contain more than 1 floor, and players use elevators and sometimes holes in the floor to move between floors to defeat all of the aliens. Players can also pick up more powerful weapons and other items to help in their eradication of the aliens. Now, I don't believe additional weapons were available in the NES version. The hostile aliens, known as Xenos, come in different forms. There are eggs that will hatch into a critter, and if the critter is not killed, it will eventually mature into a roller. And this game, kind of not so much. This port, I should say. We just have your basic different aliens. We've got the jumpy, spitty ones. We got ones that hang from the ceiling and spit at you. We got little ones that'll jump on your back, kind of like Puppet Masters. Not Puppet Master, Puppet Masters. That movie was bad. And, just general sci-fi aliens and ship stuff to avoid. It's not a great game. It's kind of fun. It's the controls are weird, the physics are goofy, your gun shoots super slow. You've got a ton of health, which is nice because some of the aliens have a lot of health and can be kind of tricky to kill. But, it's kind of fun and was a little groundbreaking for its day in that it had the split screen thing going on, even on the NES. So it's a game, viewers. It's a game. What are you going to do?